And the first step of entrepreneurship is believing that you can succeed.
Yeah.
Nobody starts something if they think they fail. Italy, you should know that you guys all have very, very refined sense of aesthetics and gameplay. There's probably somebody here in this room who will go on and be the next Apple computer.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I hope so.
Yeah, we want to do a picture with you together. Yeah, we can try. Yeah. The first picture in the world,
Steve Jobs. Actually, Steve Wozniak.
Yeah, we know the story. Centrale non
Sì,
facciamo mettere Here it is. Here it is.
Drugo sistema, però devi fare foto per foto.
Tony, diglielo se sa bisogno.
Che ne possa avere lui. Manco gli puoi di niente.
Non laveranno più quel cabinato.
Così ce lo rompe.
50 years old.
Yes, Mr. Bushnell, can you stay in the middle of the two? Yeah, we are taking the official picture. Wow.
You know, when you look at the brochure,
Yeah.
the girl that's standing next to it,
Yeah, we have. Where is? This is the original one.
flyer, see?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
She was little, but she was cute.
She was a model, or how did you pick up the girl? She was a model, or?
Wasn't me. She was actually a topless dancer at a bar down the street.
Oh my God.
This was a very good game for women because it was okay to ask a man in the bar to come and play. So it became women's choice if she wanted, and girls could beat the average guy because she had better small muscle coordination. So the average girl could beat the average guy, which, you know, for guys at the time, it just played with their minds. So this may have been the start of women's liberation movement.
Mr. Nolan, I have a gift for you, as I told you before some days ago. You know, we met a few years ago in Milan. You told me that some thieves had stolen from your house the original breakout board you had.
Regular, yeah.
Yeah. And so I have a breakout board for you.
Thank you.
The original breakout board from 1966, and I give you the photo of the the time we meet in Milan, and a certificate of appreciation from our social group that is Ecco Campus, that is dedicated to the history of computer history and video game history in Italy, and we organize these elements that you see in this exhibition. So this is for you.
Well, thank you very much.
If you want, take it. I give you after when you go, so because it's heavy, I have a bag for.
Great moment.
And we have also a book that is written by Paolo Cognetti. Paolo is the fourth edition. Is the president of the Vintage Computer Italian Federation. It's his history of computer, personal computer history, and it's also crossed with video game history, as you know, in 1997 and so on. Beautiful. He don't speak English, so for you. It's a gift for you. It's the book that told all the.
Thank you very much.
And so this is our gift for you, for Bikini, and for being the inspiration for many of us. I learned the programming on the VCS in 1982 with the desk programming.
Okay, let's do selfies.
Ok, gli facciamo le domande. Start? Okay. The first question is about the making of Pong. No? We know, everybody knows that the famous Al Cap episode of the coins, but I interview also Alan Alcorn, and he told me that it's not really true that the game was broken by coins, but there's another problem. And what is the truth really? Do you remember exactly the text? Now that it's passed 50 years of the handicapped incident, or?
I believe it was the coins.
It was the coins, exactly, not not something else. He told me.
Though I was in Chicago at the time, because I wanted to license Pong to Bally.
Yeah.
And when I heard that how much money it had made by telephone, I soft sold it. I didn't, because I wanted to do it myself.
Yeah, because you understand that it was much more than you think. And I know that somebody come in the handicap for copying was I don't remember XCD or somebody else.
I don't think the first copier was actually because I shipped 10 units to my distributor in San Francisco. He shipped one to Florida to a company called Allied Leisure.
Allied Leisure, exactly.
They were the first copier.
Allied Leisure was the first copier of the Pong.
Yeah.
And
the second copier was Nutty.
Netting, the Pong of Netting was not licensed by you, it was a copy.
Well, I wanted to license it to them. I gave them a board and I said, this is how you can manufacture it.
Yeah.
They just copied it and didn't pay me any royalties. They were mad at me because I quit.
Yeah, and so they want to do it by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason I quit is Nutting, that company, were really stupid. And I felt that they did everything wrong in marketing.
In computer space
In
marketing.
computer space. And I knew that if I hung my skills with them, it was going to be mediocre.
Okay.
And so one of the benefits of Silicon Valley is that everybody has worked next to somebody who's gone off and started something and been successful, and they say, I worked with that guy. He's not that smart, but he's successful, and I'm not. and the first step of entrepreneurship is believing that you can succeed. Nobody starts something if they think they fail. So that creates this churn of new entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley. And Italy, you should know that you guys all have very, very refined sense of aesthetics and gameplay. There's probably somebody here in this room who will go on and be the next Apple computer.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I hope so.
Exactly about Italy, you know that we have Fratelli Bertolino in Turin that imported the first Atari games. But you know that in Italy, in those years, there is many copies of Atari games. Do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about it? What do you remember about this period?
Well, I remember that there were sort of three phases of coin-op games in Italy. The first phase is we would get orders by telex. Nobody knows telex anymore, but that was
It was the system.
and there were currency controls in Italy. So, video games were not considered important. So they would ask us to ship games to them, the A way and the B way. The A way was shipped to Torino, funds drawn on Bank of Italy. B way was shipped to Lugano,
Switzerland.
funds drawn on the Bank of Chicago. 90% of our shipments went B way. 90%. And then the next phase, because shipping was expensive, we started to ship just PC boards. And the PC boards, we could air freight, it was easy, what have you. But that's when the copiers really came in, because now you kind of lose control, because if the machine is in a package, you don't know what kind of board's it in. So that was when it went crazy. Pong did not do well in Japan because the houses were small, so two-player game was not important in Japan. But Breakout was knocked off by Nintendo. And Nintendo, the very first home game that was successful in Japan was Nintendo's knockoff of Breakout. Anyway, in those days, patents were almost worthless. They're still pretty worthless, but
In this day, it was almost worthless.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much,
My pleasure.
Mr. Nelson, and thank you for your time. And
Now we'll do selfies.
Yeah, thank you.
vi facciamo vedere
Cosa?
anche le altre tecche o no?
Ah, sì, se vuoi. Sì. Vedi tu?
Prendiamo la
Blackout questo.
Well, that's Breakout, I think.
Two breakout,
Yeah.
where you want. Here. It's okay.
Quella è montata,
Sì? Cosa vuol dire?
modificata.
Dove? Ah sì, vero. The last one, super sprint for my friend.
Oh, right, okay. I don't recognize this one.
Aveva già andato via.
Super Sprint was a good game.
Good
Yeah,
game,
very good
but
game.
sprint 2 is better.
Filmando tutte queste macchine, i suoi giochini. Anche questa, Vieni Emiliano.
Ok?
Merci.
Cool.
Nolan, thank you.
My pleasure.
Tieni.
Ok.
Ma io ricordo quella con lui.
Vai. Però il faro è... One girl.